everybody and welcome to English lesson. My name is Olena Korolenko. I am an English teacher of Odessa Lyceum Mariinsky. The topic of our lesson is grammar time, present simple versus present continuous. We are going to use the book Prepare. The authors are James Styring, Nicholas Teams, and Anne Robinson. Our working pages are 146, 147, and page 12. The expected learning outcomes are the following. We will revise how to form the present simple and present continuous. You will also know how to make negatives and questions with these two tenses. You will also find out about stative verbs, and you will be able to tell about your everyday life. So let's start. Present simple has two forms. I get, you study, we watch, they go. We use infinitive with I, you, we, and they. With he, she, it, third person singular, we use ending s. He gets. But if a verb has endings such as double s, sh, ch, x, or o, we use es. He watches, she goes. And if a verb ends in consonant plus y, we remove the y and add ies. He studies, she studies, it studies. To make negatives, we use do for I, you, we, they, and does for he, she, it, plus not, plus infinitive. I don't get, you don't study, we don't watch, they don't go. He doesn't get, she doesn't study, it doesn't watch or go. To make questions, we use do, does plus infinitive. We make inversion. Do I get? Do you study? Do we watch? Do they go? For third person singular, we use does. Does he get? Does she study? Does it watch or go? So, in which situation do we use present simple? We use the present simple for things that happen regularly. For example, I walk to school with a friend every day. My sister doesn't go to the sports club very often. What do you do on Sundays? For facts, we live near my grandparents. The weather doesn't get very cold here. For verbs called state verbs, we'll talk about them later. We don't normally use these verbs in a continuous form, which describe what we think or feel, such as believe, hate, know, like, love, mean, need, own, prefer, understand, want. For example, Mike knows the answer to your question. Alice doesn't understand what you want. I don't remember your address. What does this word mean? Does your teacher own a sport car? Now let's practice. Complete the sentences. Use the present simple form of the verbs. Pause the video and write down the answers. Ready? Let's check. Do you prefer volleyball or basketball? Angela never chooses sandwiches for lunch because he doesn't like bread. We don't see our cousins very often because they live in America. Where does he go after school? We don't want to go home. Sarah doesn't play football, but she watches it on TV. Does he know the time? Emma studies French. So what about present continuous? We use am, are, or is plus ing ending to make the present continuous. I am playing. You, we, they are walking. He, she, it is helping. We can use contraction in conversation or informal writing, like I'm playing, you're walking, he's helping. To make negatives, we use am not, aren't, isn't. I'm not walking, they aren't helping, she isn't playing. And to make questions, we use am, are, is, inversion. Am I helping? Are you working? Is he playing? We use the present continuous for something that is happening now or around now. For example, we're doing our homework, so we are in the middle of it now. Also, we use it for temporary situations. I'm helping my dad in his office this week. So I don't help him every week, only this week. And for future plans. They are playing table tennis after school, so they plan to play table tennis. They have an arrangement. Now let's complete the sentences. Stop the video and do the task. Use the present continuous form of the verbs. So let's see how you did it. I'm cycling to the beach with some friends next weekend. My brother isn't watching sport on TV this week because of his exams. What are you doing at the moment? We are watching a nature film because we are studying insects at school now. Now choose the correct form of the verbs. Pause the video and do the task. Ready to check? I'm sitting on the bus with my friends. We are going to the match in London. Our team is playing in the final this afternoon, so we are very excited. Our team doesn't play in the final very often, but this season they are playing really well. I believe they can win. After the match, we are having dinner in London. I want to go to a restaurant near the stadium, but they get very busy on match days, so we're eating at a place in another part of the city. Let's have a rest and do eye exercises.
Eye exercise part 2. Let's move your eyes to the right and left. Let's go. Right, left, 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 and close your eyes. Let's open your eyes and move them up and down. Let's go. Up and down, up and down, up and down, up, 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 and close your eyes.
Now you can slowly open your eyes and let's continue our lesson. Let's check how do you understand present simple and continuous. You should match the examples to the rules. Take a few minutes and then come back to check your answers. My friends and family say I'm a cheerful person. So, this is the situation when something that happens regularly. This term, I'm having tennis lesson. It's a temporary situation. Only this term, this person is having tennis lessons. I live with my parents. It's a fact. Right now, I'm taking part in a competition for young game designers. It's something that is happening right now or around now. In a few months, I'm going on a kayaking trip with my cousin. Here we have future plans. Now let's practice. Complete the sentences with the correct form of the verbs in brackets. Pause the video and then we will check. Ready? Mom is working late this week. Look at Dan. He isn't concentrating. She plays the guitar and the piano. He always goes swimming on Saturday. So, in the first sentence, we use present continuous because it's temporary situation. For the second sentences, we use present continuous because it's the action that is happening now. The third situation is a fact. And the fourth one is also the fact. Now look at exercise 3. We should look at exercise 1 and 2. Are these time words and phrases used with the present simple or present continuous? At the moment, right now, is present continuous. Never, sometimes, always, we use with present simple. Every day, week, year, we use with present simple. This month, term, this week, we use with present continuous. Later, tomorrow, tonight, we use with also present continuous. On Saturdays, at weekends, we use with present simple. Next week, weekend, month, we use with present continuous. Let's move on. Here we should read the information about the verbs. We don't use some verbs in continuous forms. These verbs are called stative verbs and include such verbs as believe, hate, know, like, love, mean, need, own, prefer, understand, want. These words we never use with present continuous. I don't understand this question. You can't say I'm not understanding this question. So let's practice. Pause the video and do the task. Ready to check? Ruby's very friendly. We really like her or love her. I don't know how old he is. He looks about 14. What does this word mean? I'm feeling miserable today. I hate cold weather. You're speaking too quickly and I don't understand you. So, as you can see, we use here only present simple because here we have stative verbs. One more exercise for you. Choose the correct form of the verbs. Stop the video and complete the task. Ready to check? We're having problems with the computers at the moment. So we use present continuous because the action is happening right now. I need some new shoes. Here we use stative verbs, that's why we choose present simple. I'm writing to you about a trip we are planning in November. Also, the action is happening right now. Tonight, she's going to the cinema with some friends. So here we have plans. This term, I'm having some extra math lessons. Here we have temporary situation. That's why we use present continuous. And I never forget my homework. So forget is stative verb. That's why we use present simple. And the last challenge for you. Write 6 sentences about you. Use the time words and phrases in exercise 3. Your possible answers: I'm studying English now. I always do my homework. I never like green tea. I often play football on Saturday. I'm going to the concert next week. I'm taking piano lessons these days. So, our learning outcomes are the following. We have revised how to form the present simple and present continuous, how to make negatives and questions with these two tenses. We have learned stative verbs and that they never use in present continuous. And we learned how to tell about your life in present simple and present continuous. So, how well do you understand today's lesson? You can choose one of the 3 variants. I can do everything on my own and explain it to others. I can do everything on my own, but I'm still making some mistakes. I need more practice. Choose the variant that suits you best. Your homework will be page 6. Take your time and then come back to check your answers. So that's the end of the lesson. Goodbye.